不是因为看到了这个希望才坚持，而是因为坚持了才看到希望。
Genshin Impact has been a global blockbuster since its release, having generated $1 billion in just its first 6 months from the App Store and Google Play. It is the fastest game title to hit the $1 billion milestone in player spending, surpassing titles like Pokémon Go. If we add up the revenue generated from PC and PlayStation, Genshin Impact is possibly the world's top-grossing game in the world right now. You would have thought that the anime role-playing action game is originated from Japan, but it is actually started by 3 otakus in China. Liu Wei, Chai Haoyu, Luo Yuhao are the co-founders of MiHoYo, the company behind Genshin Impact. 3 of them graduated from Shanghai Jiaotong University. They are all otakus, as in recluse, and share the same interest in ACG, which stands for animation, comics, games. While Chai is the key person who is also the largest shareholder and the current president, Leo is the CEO, the face of the company. They started MiHoYo Studio in the university in 2011, launching the first game Fly Me to the Moon in the same year on the App Store with little success. When MiHoYo participated in a startup competition in 2011, Leo presented the culture of otaku and ACG, but he was being ridiculed by the judges.
我们的核心产品是萌系移动游戏。所谓萌系移动游戏，是指在手机和平板电脑上玩的，以萌系动漫人物为主角，主角一般为甜美可爱的美少女设定的动漫游戏。这种类型的游戏一般深受宅男的喜爱，所以我们的最核心用户是宅男。我们自己也是宅男，所以我们深刻理解宅男的需求。我们游戏的最大特点是，除了保证游戏的好玩性之外，我们更注重通过游戏塑造玩家喜欢的虚拟角色，打造一个虚拟偶像的概念。
到你40岁的时候，你大概对自己的定位是什么？也就是说，你的这个公司会继续做类似于这个给宅男玩的这个游戏吗？你的未来的想法是什么？
我前面有提到，就是我们的定位是宅男，这个宅男是指16岁到39岁的宅男。
Leo and Co did win the 3rd prize. The judges who laughed that day wouldn't have imagined MiHoYo would become a global phenomenon. MiHoYo Company was officially established in 2012. They made an important decision to focus on ACG, and launched Zombie Girl Kawaii.
我们在10年前，2021年开始做 ACG 这个领域的时候，属于一个叫拓荒者吧。我们从来不会想过说 ACG 这个领域会像今天我们所想象的这么大。但是呢，我们还是有一个很朴素的，就是说，因为我们觉得我们当时是那样一群非常喜欢 ACG 的用户，那总归我们不是独一无二的，会有一群用户，他跟我们有着同样的兴趣爱好，我们服务这样的一群用户也挺好的。
In the same year the company was established, MiHoYo received $150,000 angel investment from SkyMobi for a 15% stake in the company. The investment was a masterstroke, but it was at a time when nobody believed in them and ACG in general. It is still the only investment MiHoYo had accepted to date. It wasn't all smooth sailing though. Zombie Girl Kawaii wasn't really successful, which got them pondering what it takes to launch a successful commercial product.
那这个时候其实对于我们自己来讲，是内心是非常的这个迷茫和焦虑的。那个时候看不清你产业的方向，拿的又是投资人的钱，又不挣钱，其实你是没有退路的。所以我们给自己1个月开的工资是4000块钱。那我们当时任何一个同学毕业之后去找工作，都能够拿到比这个数远高的，可能是1万多，可能是2万的东西啊。但是你最终还是会选择继续干这个事情。那时候我们有一句鸡汤，叫很多时候不是因为看到了这个希望才坚持，而是因为坚持了才看到希望。其实这句鸡汤激励我们走了很长的一段路。
Their persistence paid off when the sequel Guns Girls enjoyed great success in 2014, coinciding with the booming of ACG in China. MiHoYo made the right decision to work with Bilibili on the game distribution, when the B site was accumulating a huge base of ACG users. Within 3 years, Guns Girls had generated a revenue of $150 million, which was a remarkable feat for a team of 7. MiHoYo then invested heavily in R&D, and launched another 3D sequel Honkai Impact 3rd in 2016 to great success. Riding on the series' success, MiHoYo attempted to go public in China, but its over-reliance on the series, a single IP, was being questioned. It was probably one of the reasons why MiHoYo started to focus its firepower to work on another IP, which eventually became Genshin Impact today. Besides, MiHoYo has set a strategy to launch a new key product every 3 to 4 years, which must fit the criteria of something new, something exciting, something out of imagination. When Genshin Impact was revealed in 2019, the role-playing game's similarities to Nintendo's Zelda, Breath of the Wild sparked controversies. MiHoYo issued a letter to the gamers admitting Zelda is one of the games that inspired them. Interestingly, MiHoYo opted not to distribute Genshin Impact via the Chinese Android App Store through Huawei, Xiaomi etc., which impose a 50-50 revenue share. The direct distribution strategy didn't handicap Genshin Impact's official launch in 2020, and it became super popular not just in China, but many parts of the world. It is reported that only 29% of its revenue is generated from China, followed by 28% from Japan, 18% from US, and others from the rest of the world. The MiHoYo team has grown to 2,400 people in 2020, with 700 of them working on Genshin Impact. MiHoYo revealed that they invested $100 million to develop Genshin Impact, and will invest $200 million yearly to continuously improve the game. Gamers love the open world with humanistic design in Genshin Impact, a place where they enjoy the freedom to adventure in the virtual world. The experience is like an extension to their real life, a world designed by the otakus for the otakus.